Okay, everyone, welcome to the show. Today, I'm going to give you a very helpful tip, and I think it's one that, I don't know, maybe it's out there on the internet, but I don't think it's out there a ton, which is you should not get solar. Solar sucks, and I would recommend staying away from it. As we get into it, if you find any value here, you're welcome to subscribe to the channel, drop us a comment, all those kind of things help if you need real estate help. 1911 Syndicate, that is the name of the business that I run. It's more of a conservative military, law enforcement, gun guy related real estate business. And we operate all over the country, so you can check out the website and let us know if you need help. All right, let's talk about solar. Here's what happened. A year and change ago, maybe 14 months, I got a knock at the door. And I hate getting a knock at my door. But I go and like an idiot, I decide to open the door. And the kid there, he starts going into his sales pitch. And it's about solar, right? And for whatever reason, I guess I was just in a good mood that day. I was like, look, send the actual, because he's just the guy knocking on the door trying to set up appointments. And I'm like, tell the guy I'll take the meeting. But like, tell him I'll take the meeting. So he goes and he breaks it down, and I wind up signing up for solar under the premise of the following. I crunched out. They had access to my power usage from the past 12 months because I got it from the power company. And they said, okay, well, based on that, if you do 9 panels, that's going to cover, like 95% of your power bill. And I said, okay, cool. I said, let's do 10 then. Let's just do 10. That way everything will be covered. And while I have the monthly solar power bill, right? Essentially, it's your monthly, it's almost like a mortgage payment on your solar panels that last for like 20 freaking years or something. Hey, that's going to be $70 a month, but I won't have a power bill. So when you crunch it out between the winter months and summer months, you go, okay, I come out a little bit ahead. But over time, as power increases in cost, then I'll start saving money, and that's when it really starts to become worth it. So that was the premise. They installed 10 panels, and fast forward the clock. We are at a year now that the system has been running, and I am nowhere close to covering my power bill. And just for the sake of disclosure for anyone who's either in Utah or if this company exists anywhere else, there's a company called Ion Solar. ION Solar. And if you guys see this, then you kind of walked into this one, didn't you? So I don't exactly know how I'm gonna say how the racket works here, right? I haven't quite figured it out, but there's something going on there that don't make sense because my power bill is currently at about 50% covered. So if we said, I'm gonna get these 10 panels from you in order to cover 100%, I get those 10 panels and it covers 100%, then like we were way off. And here's what happens. Through people that I know, they knew someone at Ion Solar, they knew I was making this video, and they hit up that person and they just said, hey, can you look into this, so you can avoid any, the 3 people that will see this video and maybe not think fondly of you. So they looked into it, right, and they gave me the runaround, took forever to call me back and all that kind of stuff. And eventually they got to the point of, well, here's the deal. We've looked at how much power you're using now, and apparently, since the moment that I installed these solar panels, my power usage has drastically increased. So their line is this: our system's doing exactly what we said it was going to do. In fact, it's doing more than we said it was going to do. It's producing even more power. Okay, that sounds great. So magically, somehow, when I got these solar panels and a family of 4 did not move in with me, I didn't decide to run my house hotter or colder. I live like a vampire at night. There's no lights on. I literally, nothing about my lifestyle has changed. Nothing whatsoever. And yet my power usage has dramatically gone up at the exact same moment that you guys installed solar panels in my house. So they're looking at it and they're going, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Our system's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. You're the one that's using way more power now, despite nothing having changed on my end. So I don't know what the racket is here. I'm going to use the word con. I don't know what the con is here, but something's going on. Because anyone in their right mind who would see this and just think logical deduction, because nothing I have told you, by the way, is embellished. I very specifically, because I don't want to call out a company or an industry for that matter, based on me being flamboyant with my numbers. No, not happening. Everything I'm telling you is 100% legit. So how? What is the con? Does anyone know? If anyone knows what the racket is here, could you please comment? Because I would love to know, especially if someone in the solar industry sees this. How does this work? Like, how are you? I know you would never, of course, tell me that because you'd blow the secret for the industry. But it's like, how does this work that the system does what you said it was going to do, but my power bill, I mean, I'm paying way more for power now, guys, is the moral of the story. Because now I have a power bill that's still pretty high on top of a solar bill that's pretty high. So I'm paying way more for power now that I have solar that was supposed to cover my entire power bill. So I don't know what the con is here, but something's going on, right? And one of these days I'm going to get to the bottom of it, or I'm going to talk to someone in the solar industry who's going to say, look, I'm going to take you behind the curtain. I'm going to tell you how this shit works. I would love it if you would do that, just so I know, right? Because I sell people houses and I've kind of been a proponent of, I think solar is a good thing that you should have over time. Well, it ain't. It just ain't. I can't get bored in it. And to add insult to injury for anyone, for the one person that's still watching this video, the solar company had the nerve to say that based on my usage, if I were to just add 2 more panels, that my power bill would be entirely covered now. Well, how does that make sense? Because right now my power bill is 50% covered. And if I added 2 more panels, that would be an increase of 20% panels, but that now covers half of a power bill, or like an entire power bill that's 50% of what it was. Well, how does that make any sense? It just sounds like you're trying to sell me more panels to cover up your bullshit. So comment below. I would love to hear how this works. And yeah, so don't buy solar. That's the moral of the story here. I would not do it. I would stay away from it. So again, if you guys need real estate help, let us know, 1911syndicate.com. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.